That's awesome. So, Sam, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I mean, I'm doing fantastic. I mean, as always. I mean, first, what better way to spend an epic evening with an epic person as you? But also, it is so cool always to have the chance to talk with you. So,
Same here. It's always awesome. Plus, I mean, this goatee is really coming in very nicely for you.
oh, thank
I'm really
you.
liking it. Yeah, it's looking really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I decided to
Yeah.
leave it. I decided to, leave it. So why not?
Why not?
Yeah. And you know what? Also, cool thing here is that for next Halloween, I might, kind of shave the hair, and then I will look like Heisenberg, and you kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, just keep it. Just keep it. And then you can join all the the Movembers and all those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can join all of them.
Thank you. That sounds like a plan.
Great plan.
There you go. So welcome back. It is so cool and amazing and awesome to have you back here. So before we start, you know the drill. I have to give you an epic, proper welcome. Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, wait. Something happened here. Dang it. Give me 1 second.
You could just not. It's okay too.
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You know what? Even if at some point I do get live audience, I'm gonna still playing this, just for the fun time,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
There you go.
It's
Or
just so real sounding that, you definitely want to put it in there.
yeah, totally. Or maybe next time when you're doing something and then you hear somebody with a laptop just putting it with a cheering sound, then it's me.
It's true. That's true. Yes. I will always know that was you.
There you go. Perfect. So tell me what's new since our last chat, since that was I think 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that.
Gosh, what is new? Lots of things are new. New clients and voiceover, which is always fantastic.
Yeah.
Continuing to work with some of my old clients, which is really fun. And then, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things that are fun, that are new and fun. Nothing really else is new and fun, but hey, we're getting through the pandemic, which is exciting.
Totally.
And yeah, just life is moving, and 2022 is kind of seeming like it's going to be a really fun year, and it's going to be more opportunities. So I'm excited that we're rounding off the year and finally here at Christmas. So.
There you go. I love it. Yeah, I've actually seen you more active in your with your Instagram, putting more stuff here and there, putting more, putting more things in regards of your voice or voice acting. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely making an effort. It scares me to do that kind of stuff because God forbid somebody actually know who I am in the world. But I know it's an important part of the business, and I know it's an important part of marketing yourself and putting yourself out there. So yes, putting myself out there.
It is amazing. You're doing perfectly, and you can totally bet that I will be behind making sure that everybody knows about how awesome and cool you are. I mean, you know what? Let's make for next year, next December 10th, of 2022. Let's make sure that at least 10,000 people knows you more, or even 1 million people.
Oh, 10,000. Yeah, I mean, I was just hoping for a mere 100, but
That's been big.
1,000
Yeah.
works, 10,000, million. I'll take any of those numbers. That'd be great.
I love it. Yeah, let's make it happen. And then we just go bigger. I mean, the sky's the limit.
That's true. There are 8 billion, 9 billion. I don't even know how many billion people are in the world. So yeah, why not?
I mean, we're not gonna stop until you get at least a couple of Oscars here and there, a couple of Emmys as well. Also, why not being best performance for a video game? Why not?
Yeah.
Let's get
I
you
would
there.
take any and all those. Any and all. That would be great.
Yeah, let's get you to there. I mean, hashtag Team Sam or Sam Team. Yeah, Team Sam. Yeah.
Team Sam. What any derivative really? Sam, Sammy, Sammers. I don't care.
Love it. All right, sounds like a plan then. So, starting with the whole Christmas special, tell me what do you like most about Christmas?
What isn't there to love about Christmas? There's family, there's food, there's more food, and then there's family. It just rounds out in a perfect circle of Christmas. And then you get to decorate. And I don't know about you, but I love a good Christmas tree, and I love Christmas decorations and Christmas lights. So really, I don't know what's not to love about Christmas.
Yeah, I can agree on that with you. I can agree on that. Yeah, it's everything. I mean, food and family. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, food and family. Yeah, and then you get to take out your like ornaments that you've had every year since you were a kid, and you get to walk down memory lane every year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's true that. And like, what are some of the things that you can remember back when you were a kid celebrating Christmas?
You know, there's two things I really remember about Christmas. One, Christmas Eve was a day that my mom decided that was the day that we would clean, and she would purposely tell us that Santa would not come unless we cleaned. So you want to bet every Christmas Eve we cleaned that house from like top to bottom, inside out. I mean, we swept inside, we swept outside. I mean, every single room got cleaned in the house, and you couldn't complain.
Totally.
She literally would hold back the presents if you didn't. So you want to bet that every Christmas Eve I can remember cleaning. That's one.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I mean, well, probably being a kid and doing that, that wouldn't be like so much cool. But it's cool. You know what I mean?
I think it's a great parent tactic. I mean, if there's parents listening, I mean, let me tell you, it got me to clean.
Oh, yeah.
For, I mean, a solid 16 years I cleaned that house. It wasn't until I was like 17 or 18 that I was like, Mom, if you don't give me the gift, you don't give me the gift. And she's like, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I guess you win this time. But, you know, it took like 16 years of solid cleaning before that happened, you know?
Yeah, that sounds like a very cool tactic of parenting, especially these days, you know, with the whole, I mean, kids are, I mean, the other day I went to the groceries, and then I saw this kid, I don't know, like 5, 6 years old, and literally screaming at his mom and saying bad words and cursing at her. And I was like, dude, if I was your age at my time, I mean, whatever, like even the tiniest bad word or something like that, or if I wanted to argue, and I would see her hand flying towards my head, you know what I mean? So
like flying towards you're right, flying towards the head, and then you would get like the wrist grab and the pull. You know what I mean? Like I would get the wrist grab, the pull, and we would be out of that store faster than fast, and like the cart would be still sitting there.
Yeah.
Like my mom she would not put up with that. Like, I mean, my parents are wonderful, amazing human beings, but they are strict, and they would never put up with me talking back ever. And like even in like a private situation, and they'd be like, do you know who we are? We brought you into this world.
Boom. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it is true. Or even sometimes they would just give you the look. You know, that look that you, like when you were a kid and they were like giving to you, and you were like, oh crap. You know, that you just felt so like hopeless, you know, like they would just give you the look, and you feel like, oh crap, okay.
Yeah, your heart falls down into like your groin, right? Yeah, just down, and you're like, oh god, what did I do? Like even today, like I'll walk in and my mom will look at me, I'll be like, oh no, what did I do? Did I say something? I don't.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do? You need me to clean? I'll clean. I'll just do that. It's fine. Totally fine. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Like, for example, my grandpa, he used to have like this. I mean, it is kind of typical here, but whenever they would say, let's go out for chicken and potatoes, like whenever they would say that, it means like, oh, like you're about to receive a can of whoop ass. Whenever they would tell, like whenever like my grandpa, he was like telling like even like to my father or like to my uncles or even like to us like hey, can you come with me? Let's go for a chicken and potatoes. You were like, oh god, you know, you were like already shaking like it's gonna happen. Yeah, okay. And it was definitely a can of whoop ass. So
I really hope he said it like this too, like it's gonna be a can of chicken and potatoes, and then you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Chicken? What's coming with the chicken? Is it rice? Because if it's rice, it's not whoop ass.
Is it spicy or not spicy at all? Yeah. Oh,
right.
Man. Yeah. And can you share a memorable gift opening moment from your childhood?
I think like every kid, the most memorable gift opening is when you get your first bike. You know what I mean? Like when you go downstairs, you wake up at like 5 a.m. before everybody else, and you like scurry downstairs and you like you see the bike. And you like look at the bike and you see the bike and you examine the bike,
Mm.
but then you realize that nobody else is awake. And if you tried to wake up your parents, like you would get that chicken and potatoes.
Mm.
You would get chicken and potatoes told to you. So like you secretly like climb back into your bed and like put the covers up and pretend that you're sleeping for another like 4 hours.
Which you can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. Not when you're 5. And so by like 7:30, like just 2 hours later, you're back like waking your parents up and waiting for that chicken and potatoes to happen, and then you get a little whoop ass and your parents tell you go back to bed and you're like, nope, we have to go open presents, and then you go open presents and you get your bike, and then you take your bike and like immediately the first thing you do is go ride that thing, or at least I did, but yes.
It's so cool. I agree on that. And then 1 month later they stole it from you.
Yeah, or like in my case, like I had like a pink bike with like ribbons. I think one of like the ribbons fell off or something like that, and I was very mortified that one of the ribbons could actually like fall off that easily. But it is what it is.
Yeah. And what happened? And what ended up happening to that bike? Do you still have it?
Oh gosh, I don't believe we do. I believe they somehow got thrown away or something, recycled. I don't know. My dad probably took out the parts. Who knows?
Yeah. That's so funny. I mean, the reason why I'm asking that is because, for example, my mom, all of the presents that she gave us when we were little, she kept them. So basically, she has like this box from old old toys. I'm gonna take a picture and show you one, because like she really keep them. And I was like, why do you keep them? And then she was like, well, because I think it's a cool thing, and also it's kind of a a fun moment, because that was when you were a kid and you enjoy them. I was like, well, yeah, true enough. Yeah. And then she was like, and who knows, maybe at some point when you have kids, you can give those to them. And I was like,
it is.
Oh yeah.
There it is. The real reason. I'm going to keep these toys for 25 years so that I guilt you into having children. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And like literally, it's this huge box, and every time I see them, I'm like, you really want me to give them? I mean, if I had kids, and like the other day, I remember like last Christmas, I wanted kind of to play a joke on her, and I was like, hey, by the way, you might be a grandma, and she was like, what? I remember that she was looking like so happy, and then next day I came up with a puppy.
That's amazing. I feel like if I did that wouldn't be quite the same reaction. However, that is brilliant. Yes.
And I was like, you're a grandma now. And cool story.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah. And what is a Christmas song that always makes you cringe?
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear that, like, and I like it goes right into Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. I kind of cringe a little bit, but I always end up listening to it. No matter how much I like hate that song, I always listen to it, always. And in probably 2010, I think maybe that was the year I did it. I was in a Christmas show, and I was a singer in a Christmas show in Reno, Nevada. I was a singer in a Christmas show, and I was performing at like one of the casinos there, and they had me sing that song.
Oh
and even I would like cringe every time like I would hear the blah, 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 and I'm like, oh god, here we go. Like, you just know when you're singing All I Want for Christmas and you're singing this like iconic song that somebody sings, and you're like, I should not be doing this.
Yeah.
I should not be singing this iconic Christmas song. But you have to, because that's what you're being paid to do. So you do it anyways. But definitely that song always kind of like reminds me of that. And then at the same time cringes at that. And then at the same time I can't stop listening to it.
Oh yeah.
It's this vicious circle.
It has that effect.
Yeah.
Totally. It has that effect.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite Christmas dessert?
My favorite Christmas dessert, hands down, is probably just like chocolate chip cookies. Just because who doesn't love a chocolate chip cookie? And then it's something that my mom consistently makes every single year. And so and then she does something to them. I'm not exactly sure how she makes them so special or so good, but it's like her special mom recipe, that like she adds a dash of this, or like, I don't even know, like more vanilla. I don't know exactly what she does, but whatever she does, she makes them with love and magic. And because of that, they are hands down my favorite dessert that I have to have at least one on Christmas.
Yeah, I agree.
At least.
I agree. And also, if you are choosing to take a diet on like the whole holiday season. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Diets are meant for January. I just was talking to my best friend about that today, actually. And she was like, you know what, January seems like a better day. It sounds like a better month to have diet, right? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you would try now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, also when it's holiday season, all you want to do is eat, and that's it. And there's no judgment.
Part of the circle of Christmas, right?
There you go.
Part of the circle of Christmas. Family, eat, and then family,
and then sleep.
Right. And then sleep and do it all over again the next day.
Love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Now, if you had to be in any Christmas movie, which one would you choose?
If I had to be in one?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Unfortunately, I feel like my Christmas story would be like one about some, I don't know, it'd be like a sad, pitiful Christmas movie. But I think I would be in like some stupid Christmas movie, like Princess Switch or something.
Okay.
Why not? I would probably be in that, but what movie I would want to be in is probably like White Christmas, where it's a classic old movie and they have dance and singing and like you can literally sing all of your cares away with like a Christmas song.
Yeah, I agree on that. Fair enough. And what is your favorite Christmas movie?
It is White Christmas, hands down. White Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Die Hard.
Isn't it debatable that it's like not a Christmas movie, a Christmas movie type thing?
It kind of is, but yeah, I mean, I see where the debate comes from, but like the past 8 or 9 years, I've been doing like kind of that tradition for me that every Christmas Eve I'm gonna watch Die Hard. Only one, and that's it. And then for the rest of the year, I don't watch it anymore. But during Christmas time, I need to watch. I don't know why, but it's so cool.
You're saying just Die Hard, right? You're not saying like I only watch one movie a year and it's Die Hard.
No.
You're saying.
I mean, only Die Hard for Christmas, and then for the rest of the year, watch something else. Yeah. It's not like my favorite movie. I mean, my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky. But my favorite Christmas movie is definitely Die Hard.
Okay, all right. I still think it's debatable whether it's a Christmas movie, but I'm gonna go with it today. I'm gonna let you have it today.
There you go. Thank you. Now, if you could design your own Christmas sweater, what would it look like?
Oh, I've done this.
Oh yeah?
I've been there. Oh. Well, as like I was a singer and did all this stuff. I also did tours. I did like Broadway tours, and we had these epic Christmas parties because what else are you gonna do on tour besides doing these like Christmas parties? So one of the things we would always do on these Christmas parties is we would have like decorating parties and like like who could have the best outfit. So my Christmas sweater wasn't even really like it was a Christmas sweater, but it was on top, like it was on top of the sweater. And I don't know, have you ever like cross stitched or something? There's these big hoops in like fabric. You like put fabric on them and you cross stitch them. Long story short, you buy these big rings. So I bought these big rings and I made them like tiered up, like a Christmas tree. Okay. And definitely hooked those onto the sweater and then put garland all over it. So I was about like maybe like 1.5 feet, 2 feet, probably 2 feet wide. And I literally made a Christmas tree on top of my sweater. And I put ornaments on it and lights. And yes, I did. I did the whole thing. And I am proud to say that I did win Best Costume that year.
Absolutely. I mean, if you hadn't won, that would have been a total... I mean, they would have stole that from you. You know what I mean? If you hadn't won. Yeah. And you still have it?
Yeah. Oh, no. I think I probably got rid of it that night. But... the fact that I actually like went through it and did it is pretty, that was a lot for me. It was a lot of effort, but definitely was worth it.
Yeah, you know what? Definitely for next year or soon. Definitely, it will be cool if you get like your own Christmas sweater specials, and also we can sell them for charity, and very cool. And then at some point when you become epically huge and famous and the whole world, I mean, we're talking about countries that know about you. I mean, we're talking Germany. I mean, the whole world. You know what I mean? Then those sweaters are gonna be worth millions.
Definitely. I mean, definitely somebody's going to pay $1 million for me to make them a Christmas tree sweater. So yes.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Sounds like a plan. Now, if you had to play, by the way, yeah, this is the puppy. Yeah. So if you had to choose between playing outside, build a snowman, or a sled, or stay inside, drinking hot chocolate or reading a good book, yeah, when it snows, which one would you choose?
Can I hybrid all of these? Can I
Yeah.
go play out in the snow first and then, build a snowman, get insanely wet from the snow, and then change, go inside, make a cup of hot chocolate, and read a good book?
There you go.
Sounds like I'm just going to do all of them. I'm going to take your question, twist it, and do all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, once you did all of, sledding, having snowman and everything, you will be tired. And what better way to, relax with a good book, hot chocolate? Yeah.
Yeah. And since I've never lived, well, I guess I lived in New York where it snowed, but I've never really lived where it's really snowed. So just like one Christmas, it would be nice if that happened,
Okay. Yeah, okay. I can. That's awesome. And if you could describe your career, but on a Christmas movie, which one would you pick?
This was the one question I was like, I don't know how to answer this. And I was like, maybe he won't answer it. Well, maybe he won't ask. But we're going to answer it. We are going to answer this.
There you go.
One Christmas movie. I really feel like my life is probably a lot like Love Actually, where it's like different vignettes of stories. Because I feel like I have so many parts of my life anyways. So it feels like different vignettes of my life in a career, kind of. And like, hopefully, at the end of all of this, I don't know if you remember that movie, but like at the end of the movie, they show like maybe like 1,000 vignettes of like all the different pictures of people. Like maybe that's it, and it creates one big story, right? All the stories create one big story. And I'm feeling like maybe that's going to be my life. Like all of my little trajectories of my life, whether it's like voiceover or whether it's like even like my side job, nursing, or, motion capture and stuff like that. Like all of those different facets of my life create one big story. It could be like Love Actually. I would take the loving ending too, and all the marriages and the children and all that stuff too. I'd take all that.
Yeah. That is such an epic answer.
Yeah. So Love Actually.
Love.
Yeah.
I love it. For a second, I thought you were going to choose Die Hard. I was like, yes! No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Die Hard's number 2. Definitely number 2. But yes.
There you go. Awesome. Now, can you share a Christmas story?
I think the best Christmas stories I have are actually ones that have happened recently in the past. I work every Christmas Eve. I love working Christmas Eve and Christmas. I actually love working those days as a nurse because they're one of the best days to work that you get to see like the love of family within, like generations. Like it's the one, well, not last year, the year before, the years where people are allowed to be in the hospital with their families and stuff like that. So I think sometimes it's, like getting to watch a patient come in, getting to watch their daughter, their son, their daughter, bring them in and just watch the love that the families have for one another, and like watching like a daughter take care of her mom on Christmas is actually one of the best stories. And then being able to like be a part of that story and have like empathy and compassion, and then to be able to pass that on, and it just create the day a little bit more realistic. Like it's the actual part of Christmas, like being able to give and being able to help, right? Like those are the best Christmas stories I really have, is because that's actually the real part of Christmas, right? To give and to have hope and compassion and love and stuff like that. So yeah, I know I just went really real with this, but yes, those are the best Christmas stories I have. And I remember one where this mom, like she broke her leg, and the daughter was just so concerned, and the daughter was just doing everything for her, and like instead of like relying on the nurse, like she'd be like, can I just do it? I'll just do it. And you're like, first of all, as like being in that position, you're like, sure, you want to, I'll let you do it if you want to do it. Fine with me. But so like both ways it kind of helped, and I don't know, that's like one of the best stories. I definitely I remember that family a lot because they talked to me, and they definitely like, I don't know, you become close to these patients within like a couple of hours. You become so close to people so
Totally.
quickly. And then, you ship them off to the next floor or the next hospital, or you discharge them, one or the other. And I don't know. Either way, when they get to go home on Christmas, you're like, go enjoy your Christmas. Yay, get out of here.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
I think whenever you see like those moments, I would say that it's just pure love. You know what I mean? Like pure, happy family love, and I think that is also kind of one of the cool things about Christmas, that I think it's the time to just enjoy with family and have a good conversation, and like this whole warm vibe that you have with those you love at the same time, and also eating delicious food. I mean, that's a plus. But I think that it does create this atmosphere. I mean, and even though if you're not maybe eating this this huge amount of delicious food, the fact that you can be with your family, it's really cool.
Or with other people's families. I mean, I've spent a multitude of Christmases with other people's families. Just because I've always been or will always work part of the holiday. So, but you know what? It's really, it's nice to be a part of other people's holiday and be in a good way, to be a good part of people's holiday. Yeah. Yeah,
totally. I agree on that. I can agree on that. And if you had to pick 3 words to describe this past year, which one would you choose?
This one's tough. Okay. So, there's going to be one that, like, the first word that comes to mind for me really is, like, struggle, just because I feel like this year has gone ups and downs and had so much struggle. But within that struggle, I feel like there's been a lot of hope. And then I feel like there's been love. And I feel like this is one of the first years in my life that I've actually started to understand who I am as a person. Like, we always talk about, like, oh, you know who you are, you know what you're doing. But, like, really, this is the first year I finally, like, broke down some of my own walls and was like, oh, that's love. That's loving yourself. That's loving others. And, yeah. So I think struggle, hope, and love are the three words that really pop out to me, especially for 2021.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
And my last question here, what are some of the things that you expect for New Year?
Millions of dollars. Just kidding. I don't expect that, but I do. 2022. I really, but I just hope I'm a better person next year than I am this year. That's kind of my biggest goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, what can I say, Sam? I mean, you're badass. You're cool. What you do is so amazing. Yeah, it's epic. I mean, I love it, and I love how your career is it's going little by little, but it's growing here and there. The fact that you're putting like hands on and to be more, and kind of to share more Insta stories, to put more content on it, and trying to see more people, see how awesome and badass and cool you are. That's amazing. And I'm super sure that 2022 is going to be like the year in which we're going to see Sam just blowing with a lot of success and epic vibes, and then for 2023 Netflix movie, and for 2024 your own movie.
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go. I love it. And also, I want to thank those for watching. I mean, if you're watching this right now, thank you so much. If you're watching this later on YouTube or you're listening to this later on Spotify or Apple Music, also thank you so much. And make sure that you're following this amazing, talented, super awesome woman that I'm interviewing right now. So normally what I would say is for you to pause, then leave a like, subscribe, follow, it helps me a lot. Then hydrate, and then eat a cookie too. Why not? It's Christmas. I mean, holiday season.
I mean, 5. Who's really counting?
5. Who's counting? The whole packet, the whole package. And then blame your little sister or brother that it was their fault. Then think about it. And then
the dog always eats them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dog. Yeah. And then you go follow Sam. You share. I mean, let's make her trendy. Let's make Sam trendy right now. I mean, let's make sure that everybody knows Sam by the end of next year, and let's make sure that at some point we get the chance to see her like everywhere. And I'm super sure about it. I mean, we're gonna see you everywhere, and that's gonna be so cool. And who knows, maybe an action figure too at some point.
Gosh, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. That would be really cool. Yeah, I know. Now, before I send you up in the drill, I need to send you up properly, and now it's working perfectly. So. keep killing it, keep being amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Bye.
Bye.